In this video, I'm gonna show you what I believe is the strongest board in TFT Set 8.5 that I know of at least. So I was basically spamming this board, TFT Set 8, and it was the first time I hit the Grandmaster. Only difference is, it was not Ezreal, it was basically Aphelios, but other than that, all the units are the same. And what is good about this comp in particular is there's not a set pair of, units you need to play. If you don't want to play Vi, you can just play a random Belveth, for instance, or you can, play a random, what's it called, Aatrox instead. So there's so many different variants of it. You can even go Mech Garen, just play what the, units you get and what items are good. What's important is just that you get some sort of, shredding or sunder rather. So that's why Last Whisper is so good in this comp, because you have infinite AD and you use Shredder armor. Other than that, you just need infinite frontline, so your backline stays alive, because the longer you're alive, the more the short shot is gonna stack their AD. So if you get infinite frontline with, gargoyles, whatever, then you're basically gonna get more damage because your short shot stays alive for longer. So if you just learn to master this comp and all the ways to play it, you will actually go very far, I believe. So I'm gonna show you one way of how to get to this stage, because this is not the hardest part of playing this comp. The hardest part is, getting to level 8 or getting to level 9. So that's where the real skill comes in. So I'm gonna show you one of the strongest ways you can play this comp. Of course, you can play it in so many different variants. This is just the strongest one. So it's the underground opening. So you basically just play underground, you keep the highs going as far as you can, as well as leveling up. You get to 7 and 8, and you cash out and you just, change your entire board into the short shot flex board. And yeah, this is a bit riskier, but if you can pull it off, it's basically a secured first place. So here I got the Aegis Crown. I love Aegis Crown this set. I love Aegis because everybody's just playing Spell Slingers, Anima Squad, whatever. I feel like there's only AP, like there's barely any AD. Even like Laser Corps, they're playing Warwick, but the drones do magic damage. Literally everybody's AP, so that's why this comp is pretty nice this set, because literally there's so much AP and you just get infinite MR. So we just got that, and we actually didn't have it underground. You only want to play it really early, but now I sit a shop with basically 3 more underground units, so doesn't get much better than that. So I had a pretty strong board. I had the win streak potential, but I'm just gonna sell it off here and switch in to 4 underground, because that's just gonna be so strong this early. Not strong, but it's gonna scale so well, so that's gonna be perfect. And we still have a pretty strong board, so we're killing units. Like, you don't even have to lose streak with underground, I feel like. You can use, if you have a strong board, you can win streak with it easily. Especially if you get the Vi hero augment, it's so strong. Like, before I thought the underground units were weak, but there's so many cases where you use the win streak over people who play normal boards. Somehow, I don't know how it's possible, but trust me, like, it's actually strong. Like, we're actually killing units here. And basically all you want to do is save as much HP, get infinite gold, and you need to somehow get to level 8 and level 9 even, if you can. Usually, like, going fast 8 or fast 9 isn't that good of a strat, but in this comp you have to, because literally all the units you want to play are 4 or 5 cost, so use the risking it for the biscuit big time. And here I just took some tank items, because you need a lot of frontline if you're gonna play short shot, because they scale up their damage the longer the fights are. So if you get more frontline with short shots, you basically get more damage, because the short shots are scaling up their damage, if that makes any sense. So it's basically like a Ginsos, you scale up that AD instead of attack speed. The other way I usually play this comp is if I have a really good opener and I have you know, the chance to build what's it called, Last Whisper, because you do so much AD damage, you really want that armor pen. So then I just try to win streak really hard if I have the chance for it, and I used to build the Last Whisper, and late game I used to transition into that board. I will upload another video where I played in that way probably, so if you want to see another way to play this comp, I can do it. And there we got the first glove, speaking of Last Whisper. And you know, Mortog is just blessing us, because right here we got the bow we needed. So that's the Last Whisper secured, and we just hit the Belveth right there. And remember guys, you don't really play a comp in this comp. That sounded a bit weird, but you just play the strongest units. So having a random Belveth could be really nice, especially if you have a Thieves Glove. So there's infinite ways to play these comps, but any 2-star forecast is almost good. Like if you get a 2-star Belveth, just play it. 2-star Aatrox, just play it, you know. You just have to maybe not play like Aurelion, because in many cases you're gonna lack frontline and then you're just gonna die. So that's why I like units like Aatrox. And right here, speaking of frontline, we got the Phony Frontline. Boom, there we go. So that's even more frontline to just give our short shots more time. And a little bonus is that we get Aegis on the target dummies, so they get even more tanky. So a little combo there, probably doesn't do that much, but every bit helps, I guess. And yeah, we're at least killing some units here, and even if we lose, we still get, you know, 4 locks on that high. So losing is a win, and if we win, we save HP. So we can't really lose. We only win no matter what. So that's what's so nice about playing Underground. If you get comfortable with playing Underground, it's the best, and it's the most fun way to play. You just go infinite on the highs and see if you go A4 first. So pretty good feeling. And this guy actually looked pretty strong with that 3-star Renekton, but he has no damage, as my Belveth is assassinated his backline. So actually gonna be a win here. And yeah, don't really care that much that I'm not win or lose streaking when I'm playing this comp, because it doesn't matter. Our heist will just you know, make it up for the loss of gold. See what we want here. I'm down for either a Dragon Claw, but I already have so much you know, MR with the Aegis, so I'm just gonna go for the Runans. Pretty good item on the Belveth as well, right? So those are nice items if you want to transfer them to Samira as well. So looking good here. And after this fight right here, we're actually gonna go to the next heist. So pretty excited to see what that is. I actually forgot, so I have no idea. I don't even know what heist we're on at, because I'm just yapping. But we'll see pretty soon. But no matter what it is, we're just gonna continue, because even if it's nice, the next heist is gonna be better. Yeah, just continue that. And let's go forward. Oh, that's a big Riven right there. 2 Warmogs and a Sunfire. So let's see if our anti-armor can get through it. Hopefully. So he's actually not that strong. He has like a random Lulu and this Anima without MF. So it's actually gonna be a pretty easy win, right? So you see, even though we have basically only 2 Aegis and 2 Brawlers, we're still really strong and we're winning. So it's perfect right here. And with this Aegis Crown, we can actually go 5 Aegis later. And this is such a AP heavy lobby, so we're literally gonna be unkillable. So if we want, we can level up to 7 here. And we can just sell up some unimportant units. And we're actually gonna be at 40 gold, so it's kind of perfect. Only lose 1 econ and we level up. Like in some cases, when you get to like the stage 4 and stage 5, you only lose a tiny bit of gold, but you can level up or get stronger. It's usually worth it, because you save infinite HP, because you know you take so much damage in these late stages. So even though, you know, we lose a bit econ, it's worth it because we just get stronger. Holy, that Morgana though. I think we're good though. yeah. So now we're gonna go into the last augment right here. So we're hoping for 4 costs or 5. And yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I think that Leona sounds really good. Remember, we just need a lot of frontline. Frontline equals damage with short shot, basically. And that Leona just makes us even more tanky, as well as just giving us an Leona, so it's pretty broken. So we're actually at the 4 Aegis right here, and I didn't really have a frontline unit to put the item on, so I decided to just throw it on Belveth because, you know, she's kind of a frontline unit, and it doesn't hurt that she's more tanky. She's gonna stay alive for longer. See, she's just tanking this fiddle with no problem. So Aegis Belveth's actually pretty cracked right here. So boom, on to the next round right here, and we're barely at the next cash out stage, but we're at so much HP, so I'm basically just gonna continue the cashes until we're basically at 1 or 3 lives, somewhere there in between, and we're just gonna have to transition fast. So when you play this comp for the first time, probably it's gonna be hard to like know exactly what units you're looking for, but if you play it a bit more, then you're just gonna get used to like cashing out, and you just re-roll like crazy, and you know what units you should pick up and who you should skip past. So that just comes with time, I guess. Let's see what item we want here. I mean, that's Infinite Edge. Works really nice with the Last Whisper, right? We can't put it on Belveth though, because she has 3 items, but we'll just put it on Kale, who cares? You know, we're gonna... Excuse me, guys. We're gonna sell her later, so it's all good. I mean, this buy is pretty tanky, right? But we're gonna want to sell her once we get an Echo 2-star, because, you know, it's a 4 cost, it's gonna be better than a buy, right? If you can get by with her carry here augment, it's gonna be better, probably. But once, you know, she's only at 2 cost, we're never gonna 3-star her since we're leveling up. So it's just better to sell her and transfer items to, you know, Echo later. But she's a nice item holder for now. And, you know, she's really strong early game. And yeah, I decided to just level up. You know, we only lose 2 econ. So basically 2 golds this round and 1 the next round. So we lose 3 golds, basically. But we just get another 2-star unit in, so I think it's worth it. Just because it's so late, you know. Every round you can save so much HP in some cases, so I decided to just put in that unit and level up right there. Oh, we actually managed to even sell to 40 there, so that's really nice. Now we're starting to get low though, so we kind of need to take this cash out, and it wasn't a bad one. We got a Tactician's Crown, we got 6 loot orbs. And that's what's really nice with Underground this comp, because you have so many potential carries, and if you just get more items from, you know, the cash outs, then you can just itemize everyone, and how can you lose then? Now the problem is I'm getting so dizzy right here, so we're gonna waste a lot of time, but it's all good. We're gonna figure out some items. So we're probably gonna lose this round just because I'm too slow, and boom, we have the double Belveth. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself, but they're only 1 cost right now, but we'll change that in a bit. So now we just have to figure out the last items. We want some anti-heal, so a Warmugs or Sunfire, I mean, it's gonna be really nice. And the last item, we don't need lock yet. I'd rather just go AP on Leona. Not the best item, but, you know, better than nothing, right? The rest of my items were goated, so we're just gonna have to take a semi-item on the last one. That's fine. And we're actually losing this after the cash out, so now we're getting nervous, but it's all good. We're just gonna roll down now and hit some good stuff. See, yeah, the S-Reel is a bait. We're just gonna roll past that. We need to find Samira. Boom, finally. We're just gonna sell that instantly. But we need some 2 costs, or we're just gonna go ape this game. So that's a Belveth right there. Boom. We need another unit though to put all of these items on, so let's see if we can find that. Aatrox and, you know, Yana. This will probably make us stable to win this round at least, so it's fine. And we can just have Severe as another item holder, and we sell her once we get the S-Reel. And I put the items on the wrong one. The Ginso should be on Severe because we want that on Ezreal, but it's all good. We have like 5,000 what's it called, the remover, so I just want to slam something. And you know, we have one Belvep, but if I get another 2-star, I'm down to just duo carry 2 Belveps, and somehow we just hit a random Yana too, so yeah, that's pretty good. We just get infinite shields right there. So we're gonna remove that item from Severe, because Severe is pretty trash, not gonna lie. A Belvep is 10 times better. And yeah, they're just gonna go crazy. Even though this Belvep has, you know, a tank item and a chalice, she still does so much damage just because she's 2-star. And you know, Thieves Gloves actually gives 40% crit, so I usually like putting Thieves Gloves on AD champions like that, because even if you get the shitty items, you still get the crit value, so all good. So here in the carousel, I'm just gonna go for the Leona, so we get her 2-star. As well as we got our last item, so I really love this mechanic that item pops off, because if we got the Leona, I mean RC Leona isn't bad either, so we could have gone for that, but I decided to go for the Belvep. Pretty satisfying to see Belvep with infinite range as well, so she's just gonna stand in the back and kill everything, so now she won't jump in and die by some random case, because we have so much frontline, and with the RFC she's basically at full range, so pretty good stuff right there. We finally got Echo, so now we can remove this random Aatrox. And we didn't really have a frontline unit to put the Aegis emblem on yet again, so we're just gonna put it on Yana. I mean, she's pretty close up in the front line, so she's at least not gonna get one-shotted by some random AP now, so not too bad. And with this 5 Aegis, we're actually so tanky right here. Yeah, even my Leona, like, I guess she's 2-star, but she's so tanky just because of all the Aegis buffs. It's kind of cracked. And yeah, now we're on turn Morgana, so we just gotta get even more items, so we can basically hopefully get something good here. So Hand of Justice sounds really nice, just so we get some healing on Leona. Once you get a go to Leona like this, healing is real nice, because sometimes she just locks onto a tank, and even though she takes infinite damage, she just heals everything up. So yeah, Hexa Gunblade is really nice on her as well. Like here, she's on the ribbon, so she's just gonna lock... Oh, she actually got to the Echo there. So we got a bit the prankster right there, but it's all good. Our Ezreal is actually pretty useless. We actually have a 1-star Ezreal with 0 items, and this Samira has she's only 1-star. She has 3 items though, so she does a lot of damage, but it's not good enough yet. And here I'm gonna protect my Leona between the dummies, because I saw that he had a tank here, so we're just gonna one-shot his left tank, and we're gonna put all the damage to the right side. Just look at it, she's healing up infinite and just killing their entire front line like that. So yeah, positioning is everything if you're playing Leona. You need to be able to snipe their main tank, and you're just gonna win most of the cases. Boom. So now we basically just need to hit a random Samira too. I usually think Fiddle is 10 times better than what's it called, than Nunu, but right here it's just a 1-star Fiddle, and I'd rather just get the mascot buff because we're so tanky. But generally Fiddle is usually better, but in this case I think Nunu is just better because we got that random healing from the mascot. But with the 2-star Samira, I mean, we are literally unkillable at this point. And the Belveps, they do quite a lot as well. So on to the last carousel right here. We could go for maybe Ox Force, but I decided to just go for the Shroud because we are a rat. And yeah, we're actually at 7 Belvep. I don't think we're gonna be able to freeze her though. And boom, there comes the Rat Shroud. So he can't cast, basically. So this is just gonna be a win right here. And let's just watch it out. Boom, Ezreal ulti comes through. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more TFT Set 8.5 content. Peace out.